Salut coders, welcome back to another YouTube tutorial, and in this tutorial I'm going to show you how to implement a push notifications. So let me show you an example. Let's say you type how are you and I send a message. As you can see, this device received a message and the user is not using the applications. So this is the push notification that I want you to show you how to implement your chat application. As you can see, I decided to use a Google Firebase Cloud Messaging, and this is for no cost, so you can send any push notification that you want on the application. So that's why I decided to use this for our application, and the rest of the other things we are using upright. So thank you for Firebase for having this feature for us for free. So let's get started. So we can see you will visit firebase.google.com and you go to console. So once you are in here, if you don't have any project, you click add project, and then this one I call it biscuit chat, and then click continue. Let's click continue. Default account. Let's create a project. Let's click continue here. I will show you the easiest way to integrate with this. So once we are in here, let's click iOS. Here we must add our package. So let's go here. But for now, let's start with Android. Biscuit chat, let's integrate with Android first. So let's click Android. So on our project, let's copy this package, the package name that we added on our integration on upright. You just copy the package name and you can come here and put it here, and we just say biscuit chat Android. Then you click register app. You can download your Google services. Just download it, then click next. After doing this, just click next and continue to console. Yeah, it is okay like that. And we want also to add for iOS. Let's add an app in iOS. The issue that we are going to have is on our iOS and Android have the same package name. So let's see the error, and we have to modify our iOS packaging. I think it's a bit different. Let's copy control. Let's copy this one. Let's paste this one, and we can say biscuit chat iOS. Let's register app. So I think it's different. So yeah, okay. So let's download this. For iOS, they say you can download and put it in the below where the info.list is located in the same directory. Just download it. After downloading, just click next. Click next. Next. Go to console. So right now we managed to create our Google services for Android and iOS. So what we want to do now, we want to use Flutter Fire in our application. We want to use the Flutter Fire in our application to integrate with the to add those JSON. So let's do this. But before we do that, we want to add dependence for Firebase. Firebase core, cloud store, and messaging. So let's just add these dependencies. Click pub-get. Okay, that's okay. So we want to add our JSON files, these files that we downloaded, but there's the other way that you can add them without copying and pasting these files. So we want to use a Flutter Fire client. So what you can do, you have to run this code .pub global activate Flutter Fire client. So you just paste, let me paste this code. It's .pub global activate Flutter Fire client, then you click enter. So after doing this, it's saying export this. Let's export this. After exporting this, I'm copying the other dependencies. We just type Flutter Fire configure. You can do this in your project, which is mine is chat with Bisq. So you just Flutter Fire configure. By doing this, that's where it will download the JSON automatically from the Firebase. So here I'm selecting Bisq chat because there are a list of projects that are there. So the first one, you select Bisq chat, which is the project. Then you press enter. So select the project, I think, press enter. And Android, iOS, web, it's okay. Let's just say enter. After running these commands, it will add automatically those JSON files to the correct folders. So you don't have any problems like the application failed to load the file. So you can see the Android is there registered, the iOS is there registered, and the web app is not registered on Firebase project Bisq chat. So these two are the ones that we created and they are registered. So files will be updated. Apply. Do you want to continue? So you can say yes. So by doing this, you can see this file is added. So let's add this file into our Git. Add, and this is the same file that we downloaded. So, and this is the place file for iOS. Let's add it into our Git. So this is the easiest way to add your files, to integrate with Firebase. So all these files are downloaded automatically, and there's this file which was also created. We can add it also, and there's also a lib, the one that is added into our lib, this one. As you can see, this one, it contains the configurations of our applications. So we just say git add also. So we now have these files. So in our main file, we need to initialize this we need to initialize our Firebase. And to initialize our Firebase, we need to write Firebase initialize app. So let's say just here we can say if, because we have an issue with iOS, so if platform dot is iOS let's import this from the data. Its platform is iOS, we just say await. We want to initialize the Firebase. We just say Firebase dot init app, and in our options we just say default Firebase options. I think this one dot current platform. Or else if it's Android does not have any issue, we just say initialize app without this. So for you to be able to use this class default Firebase options current platform, so for you to be able to initialize this, you must run this command that we used for Flutter Fire configure. So if you don't run that command, this file is not generated. So that's why I showed you how to use Flutter Fire. This is the simplest way to integrate with Firebase. So after doing this, we have managed to integrate our application with what? With Firebase. So we can test our application by just running it. Yeah, as you can see, our Firebase is working correctly. The configurations are okay. So what we can do, let's go. We want to test if we are able to get a token. This token is the one that we use when sending push notifications. So let's go to our pages dashboard. In our dashboard page, let's create a new page method called a token, like create Firebase token. So for us to send a message to another user, we must create a token, and on that token, with that token, we must save it to our database. So when I send a message to someone who is using the app or your friend, I must get the token and send a message that is a message with the token. So here I just say Firebase dot, I think it's Firebase messaging, Firebase messaging dot instance dot on token get token, I think. Yeah, this one get token dot then I want to print the token. I just say print value. So this is going to, each device can have its own token. So let's copy this and let's call it in initialize. Do I have initialize? I don't think so. I don't want to create in build. Let's create an initialize the user storage to generate and override methods and init state. And by doing this, we just say add super init here, and let's call this method. So when we are in dashboard, we call this method, and this method will print the token. So let's run the application now, and it will print the token. We are in dashboard, and this is our token. Yeah, you can see this is the token. So this token, we will send a message to this token. It means if you are using Firebase, if you send a message to this token, I will receive a push notification. So what you want to do, you want to save this token into my user app, right? So here I'll just go to user app, right? Each user is going to have a token. So user app, right? And I will just say Firebase Token. So it's going to be this, and I'll copy this command. Where's the command? This command to generate our files. I'll just say cd paste this. Yeah, you can see the reason is that we wanted to add our to map and from map to add the Firebase token. So let's go to our what do you call it, to our app, right? Let's go to our app, right, and our databases, chat with BISC users. Let's add a new attribute. In this attribute, it's Firebase token, and it's a string. I don't think the string will be more than, I just say 500 characters. Required for sometimes, no, just 500, we are okay. So on we have something. So here we will manage to save our user, our Firebase token. So when we are in here, we want to get, what you want to do is to get the user, my user. I want to update the token of my user when I launch the Firebase. So what I can do, there's a provider. Let's go to our core providers. There's a user repository, and in this user repository, let's see where I use this one. Yeah, let me just copy this one, and I want to copy this. Yeah, just copy this, and let's go back to our dashboard. So by doing this, we just delete these. So I want to get my user ID. I just say user ID, From my user ID, I want to get the profile of my user, right? So this one will be my user. So before I update this, I just want to compare the difference. If my user not equal to now and dot Firebase not equal to this value, what I would do is I want to update this my user dot Firebase token equals to value that we got here. Then user repository, I want to update the Firebase token. So from here, I just want to update the Firebase token only. So just copy this and create a new method. Just say update Firebase token. Here it's Firebase token. No need here to be update document with the document ID. Firebase let me pass the user upright this one. And to be dot user ID. I know it won't be now. So after doing this, and we put a comma, and I think it's dir upright dot to JSON. Like this, it's okay to just update the detail. So what we can do is to come back here. Let's come back into our dashboard. In our dashboard, we just say await like this. Update my user, and it requires a token, so this is not necessary now. So we just update the user, and it's no longer update Firebase, it's now update user. We just say update user. You can come here and change this because we're updating the whole user JSON, and the ID is the document user ID. It's fine. So let's run our application and see. So in here, we are supposed to see in a Firebase token for the user that is currently using the application. So for the application is running, let's click here. I'm not seeing any error here. So let me go here, attributes, and come back here. You can see this is the token that we are going to use. So each user, when this user logs in, is going to have a token, and this one have a token. So if I want to send a message to this user, I just look for this user's token and I can send message to this user. So that's why I'm updating each token for each user that is logged into the application. So after doing this, we are now okay. So the next thing that we want to do, let's now create a provider, which is a Firebase provider. We want to send a request to this one. Then you want to create a method that we will use to send a message to the other user using that token. So let's create a file, and I can call it Firebase provider. So it just says send payload and string token, which is the token that is going to receive a push notification. In the map, a key is going to be a string, and a dynamic, which either a object or a integer, anything that you think of, but the key is always going to be a string, and I want it to be a sync key. Just Control E. Let's look for message screen, and we can go to okay. In this, let's go to the message notifier. So after sending a message here, that's where you are sending a message. In this method, send message, that's where we want to send a push notification. So what we can do, just say let's create another method called send push notification message. Send push notification, and it's allow a message upright. we can do now, we just copy this message and go to send message. Let's go up here, send message, just here on send message. Yeah, after sending this message, you just say send push notification. You just say await it's okay. So from this we are now able to send a push notification to the user. So what we can do, let's go to our main class. So in our main class, we want to be able to receive that push notification, and we want to receive this push notification only if and only if we are in background. When the application is in background, that's when we want to receive this push notification. What to implement this, we just come just below here and we can say, what we can say is just Firebase dot on background. Is it Firebase messaging? Sorry, messaging dot on background message, like this. Let's implement this, or I can say command Z. I can say my background. I can just say my background. Let's create a separate method, my background. Let's create a function. Let's say async here. Okay, super. So from this message, we just say final message equals to dot. I think it's a map. We just say, and this one it's a map. It's a map dot to JSON to map like this here. So from this map, we already know that we have a data in it. So what we can do, let's try just to print the map. What is in that map? We just say print and just say background message. We just say map dot to string. So this is the background message. So when our application is background, we'll be able to receive a message in here. So we want to test the functionality of sending this message. So let me open another device here and test. Okay, let me open a simulator. So we want our phone to receive a So right now our application is running. We have the Android and we have the iOS, and we want the iPhone to send the message. I am using a real iOS device, so I want to send a message to the Android one. So let me put the Android one on background, and then I will say hi on iOS. So here the iOS one, I'm getting 401 when sending this message. The reason of that is because when I'm sending push notifications, I didn't create a safer key. I forgot to implement this safer key, so it's blank. So let me show you how to create a safer key. So let's go to our project overview, and let's go to, okay, let me go to one of these applications. I think so. Yeah, we can go to cloud messaging. After going to cloud messaging, we go to manage service accounts. It will open the console of Google Cloud. After I come here, just say cloud messaging, then you click enable. So after doing this, let's refresh this page. Then you can come here, add saver key. You just copy this key. This is the saver key of our project. We enable cloud messaging API legas. Then we can come here and we can paste our key here. After pasting our key, let's run our application on iPhone again, because it's the one that we want to use to send a push notification. So here, let's say I say hello and see. As you can see, it's a success. We managed to send a push notification to the Android one, and you can see here on the Android one, this is the response that we got. Yeah, message type text from user ID, this one, and the from user, this one, and the message was hello. And you can send also, say how are you, like this. Also we will receive another one. Our application is in background and we are now able to receive our push notifications. So let's add the implementation to show it as a pop-up of our application. So we want to add another library, another dependency, which is called awesome notification, and we just say awesome notifications Flutter, this one, and we can go to the installing. Let's copy this dependency and let's go to our pubspec YAML and click pubget. So after doing this, let's go to the example. The first thing that you want to do is we have to initialize it before we use it. So the initialization is just to copy this let's import from awesome category tests, it's okay. Biscuit channel, let's add a constant here. Default ringtone, that's okay. This is how we initialized it, and in here in our this is how we initialized our awesome notification, and in our background message we want to pop up the message. So what we can do here, I just say final, I can say final message, or I can say final data equals to map. From our map we have this data. We know we have this data. Let's see from the when we run the application. So this is going to be our, where is it? This is our data. You can see from our map we want to get this data, and what is in our data, we have the message type text from user. So we want to display the title. So message type, I just want to say if data, and the name of the key I want to say message type. So if you have something like a message type, we know we want to create the notification for a text. So based on this awesome, we have, I think, let's search for create notification. I think I need a basic one from here. Okay, allowed await. Okay, I think it's because it allows some permissions. It's because of some permissions. Let's do this. Display notification rational. So let's run our application on let's send a message when we are expecting a push notification. As you can see, we received a push notification and our application is in background. Let's send another one and see again. We can receive our push notification. So thank you guys for watching this video. I hope you understand how to implement push notifications, and we managed to add Firebase cloud messaging dependencies and its files that are required to implement push notifications, and I showed you how to implement push notifications. If you are new to this channel, may you kindly subscribe and click the notification bell so that you'll be notified whenever I upload a new video. Salut coders!